Have you ever been here before?
No.
No?
No.
No?
Nah.
No.
I'm about to rock this place off everybody's face. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm just letting you sing.
Oh, okay. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Will Vlog for Food. That was a very jarring intro, but that's okay. I'm Josh, this is Dan, he's gonna join us today, and Tim is holding the camera. This is the show where we take you everywhere and everywhere to find the greatest places to eat. Today we are at the Mockingbird Lounge, which is in Kansas City, Kansas, and outside they've got this incredible view of the KC skyline. Yes, this is, okay, good. Look at this. They're all decorated for Halloween here. This is an entire patio. I'm gonna say patio. That's Italian way of saying it.
Patio.
Patio is
Patio.
patio. Look, it's a skyline. The Kansas City skyline. What an incredible view. That is amazing. So this place is also known for this skyline. You can just have a drink. You can see the night lights. The entire skyline is lit up. Oh guys, look at this. They've got cigarettes on sticks here. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. That is gross. So we got two appetizers here that we're gonna try. This is their guacamole. It has fresh avocado, jalapeno, onions, tomato, cilantro, and lime juice, served with tortilla chips, of course. Now, you've already had some of this.
I have.
I better try some of this, man.
Get after it. It's good.
That's really creamy. Creamy.
Creamy guac.
Really, really creamy.
It's got a little bit of kick to it, which is nice. That jalapeno really comes together. I have guac that's sometimes a little too creamy, like it's just all like puree. But this is nice and chunky, which actually gives it a little bit more texture to it, which I really like. Okay, this is ceviche. This is ceviche. It has tilapia, shrimp, tomato, cilantro, onion, jalapeno, and lemon juice.
That is
House hot sauce. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this sucker in. Very citrusy, obviously because of the lime juice. It sort of tastes like has like a similar like pico de gallo, kind of a spicier version of like a pico. And then the fish, I like the texture of the shrimp and the tilapia. Did you get any of the house hot sauce on there?
I didn't get any on this one.
It adds just the right amount of heat. These are things that I've had before, but there's just a twist on both of them, and I can't put my finger on what's so different about each one. This over here is just so vibrant, so gripping, the textures. The difference in textures, you know, you got the real soft, kind of like they just mush almost of like the tomatoes and but then the shrimp and the tilapia, they have just a totally different feeling in your mouth as you eat it. If your food is good, it's gonna have a difference in the flavor profile from itself, but also the textures that it brings to the meal are just gonna vary to like just sort of excite your palate just that bit more. So
Yeah.
I'm not very talented at this. Okay. Whoa. Woo. It's got some spice in it. There's a kick there.
jalapeno.
That's an invigorating kick. Get this. My mind was blown when Dan, the owner, not this Dan, but Dan, the owner, said this. Are you ready for this? Shake your head if you're ready. Okay, these are the pulled pork tacos, okay? Slow roasted for 10 hours overnight. And get this other thing. Are you ready for this? These tortillas that they use are like gordita style tortillas from San Antonio's down the street, which is my favorite restaurant in the world right now. As soon as I heard that, I was like, you're alive. I was alive, man. I'm so excited for this. Okay, so you take one. So these have guacamole, and there's some pico de gallo here, some lime, then they've got their house hot sauce here. Hot sauce is the spice of life, because it just is. Let's do it. That tortilla, man. Oh, wow. That's good hot sauce, too. Okay, so the pulled pork is very, very tender. Pulls apart nicely, if you want to say that. This is like a miniature flour tortilla. It's very thick and extremely soft. Really fresh. They get these tortillas, they're made fresh right down the street. Literally, right down the street.
Like what you were saying with the tortillas, it's not a dense tortilla when it's thick like that.
Yeah.
It's airy, it's light, it really comes together, it works with the pork, it holds it together.
That tortilla is just incredible. It's more of a review of San Antonio's tortillas, but back to the actual full taco experience. Okay, pulled pork. Love pulled pork. I haven't had a pulled pork sandwich, or really a pulled pork anything in a while. Really tender pork. I really enjoy the fact that I don't have to like sit here and like work through my pork. I can just bite into it and eat it, and that's great. Real tasty. I love this one.
You can tell from like the slow cook, like how they kept it overnight. And just like, okay, they actually care about it.
Love in every shred of pork. Eat, pray, pork. Live, laugh, taco, pork. Okay, so this is in the vein of savory breakfast foods. Takes a waffle, covers it in, it looks like a midwell kind of an egg with chorizo, sort of like a pico de gallo on top, and then we put syrup on top because it's a waffle, so you have to do that.
And Dan told us that this is one of their most popular dishes, which is kind of the keynote of this place, which I'm really excited for this.
I'm just gonna
try it.
I'm just gonna with I need another bite first. That's really good. The waffles are like those stereotypical, like, you throw them in like those giant waffle presses, set that sucker up, and it just goes for like a couple minutes, and then you have this large, fluffy, light waffle. Really soaks in the syrup, but it also soaks in the flavors of the chorizo. Very delicious. Kind of there's that like faint sort of a salty flavor to it that you get with like chorizo in general. But the waffle tastes just like it. And then the egg kind of just solidifies that it is a breakfast and not like a light. It's brunchy. It's brunch. This is a brunch meal. Very tasty. I can see why it is one of the popular picks. I could see myself coming here any day of the week and just going, hey, get me a chorizo waffle, please. I need more.
Toss me one of them plates. I'm so excited for this. As soon as I saw this, I was just in the zone. I used to have chorizo and egg breakfast burritos when I was a kid. So chorizo was always kind of like part of the breakfast food diet for me. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic. The way that the chorizo plays off of the maple syrup combined with the egg, I mean the egg is just perfectly cooked, the chorizo gives enough kick, but that maple syrup calms it just enough to where you get a full bite of flavor.
The syrup really gives it like this certain amount of moisture.
This is so good.
You're welcome for adding another favorite to your list.
I need to try this. Tim, you said this was like brunchy, right?
Very brunchy.
Okay, I need a fork.
Over here. That was a 3.
Oh, and this is a fork because there's 4. This is the 3. I'm gonna have to do this. What Dan just said earlier is that this place serves brunch until 10 p.m.
That is very true.
So, yes, it is brunchy, and you can get this at pretty much any point in the day. Dang, wow, that's really good. Wow.
It's the right amount of sweet and savory all at the same time.
Oh! You know those times when you have like a metal utensil and then you scrape it against something and then it makes that really weird sound that grates on your... Stop it! I'm gonna have some more.
Was that Josh? What happened?
You know how we said you drop food in every episode?
I didn't, but I almost did. But I did though.
No, you just caught it, that's all.
I can't stop eating this.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't. We like dumped 1 billion gallons of syrup on this.
Yeah, it's okay. That's fine.
Oh man. That chorizo is the bomb diggity, man. I normally don't have meat on my waffles. Normally, I just have boring maple syrup, chocolate chips, and butter sometimes. But I've never had meat on my waffles before. Oh, I take that back. I did once in Oklahoma City. But this is the second time.
I actually cannot remember the last time I had a waffle. Actually, I can.
You take that back.
You remember when we went to Harvey's?
Yes.
Like a year ago?
That was the last time you had a waffle?
The last time I can remember having a waffle. Because that was that cinnamon toast waffle.
Oh, remember that? That was so good. If you haven't seen that episode, link below or click somewhere on the screen. It's right on Tim's face.
Can we even do that?
Yep. Oh well, I need to save some room for the dessert. Let's do this.
You don't have to save room for anything. This right here, this is the dulce de leche waffle. Sweet cinnamon waffle drizzled with dulce de leche. I'm just gonna take this whole piece.
So good. Forget it. I'm seeing the whole thing.
One bite.
Oh, here we go.
Go ahead. Really?
All right, Josh.
I'm gonna at least get the cherry in here with this.
One bite. Let me get on this side. Ready?
This is not a good idea. Go. Okay, so every once in a while we do a 1-bite challenge on our Instagram. Go follow us on Instagram, will.vlog.for.food. Okay, here we go, 1 bite. This is not gonna be pretty, guys. It's not gonna be pretty. Come on, you got it. You got it. Ooh, you're doing it. You got it. Oh. I can't talk. That is by far the tastiest one bite I have done to date. And if I died by choking, that would have been the best way to go.
This is phenomenal. You get enough of the hint of cinnamon. Oh my goodness. The creaminess in the whipped cream and the sauce that they're putting on it, you just want it all just soaking the waffle. It is just fantastic. It's more of a dessert than it is a breakfast, and that's what makes it the greatest breakfast of all time.
I heard that you have a certain skill set that you would like to bring to the table here in the form of Matthew McConaughey.
Let me tell you something, right? You ever drive a Lincoln?
Nope.
You ever sit in the back seat of a Lincoln and you stare at yourself because you're Matthew McConaughey? All right, we are Marshall. We are Waffles. All right, all right, all right.
That's how it is. That's how it is. That's my description of this waffle. Watch. Would you concur?
Give the cred.
Yeah. That is what you call, for a perfect waffle, the dab is not dead, it will never die. I will keep it alive. That's my soul.
We're in this together. Damn. Tim hates us right now. Dan, you want me to say Dan Castillo or Daniel Castillo?
Hi, my name's Dan.
Everybody, I'm here with Daniel Castillo, owner of the Mockingbird Lounge. How are you?
Good. How
Thanks
are you
for
doing?
having us.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks
great.
for coming
Yes,
down.
man, the food here is fantastic.
Thank you.
How did this place get started? When did it start?
So I left my job as a bar manager, and it was about a year after graduating college. I was like, what do I actually want to do? And I want to live on a boat, but I can't do that with $100,000 in student loan debt. So I was like, how do I know how to make money? Like, I'm gonna open a bar since I've been bartending through college, bar managing through college. And yeah, here we are, about 3 years later.
Did you come up with a lot of the ideas? And
Behind the bar is mostly me. I've definitely had some help from bartenders, friends, stuff like that. But the kitchen, I have no background in the kitchen or the food or anything, so my mom really stepped up and helped out a lot in a lot of management ways, and she pretty much designed the entire menu.
what's your favorite thing?
It's really like situational. Do you want to go directly back to sleep? That's the biscuits and gravy. Do you want to feel good about yourself? Either avocado salad or the sweet potato hash. But if it was like get one plate, I'd probably have to go with the chorizo waffle.
Everybody loves a good beverage pairing with their food. Tell us a little bit about the bar. Like, what's something that would go well with the chorizo waffle?
Sure. My background is in craft cocktails. I would probably go with our third shift cocktail. It has Duffy's Run Vodka in it, a coffee liqueur, and then Blip Blast. So Blip Roasters from the West Bottoms.
Okay. Guys, come in and see Dan here at the Mockingbird Lounge. This place is awesome. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Tastes like straight up coffee.
Really?
Not, but yes. It's like cold brew. It kind of feels like cold brew going down, you know?
Sometimes if you get a good whiff of the orange peel, it'll almost taste like dark chocolate.
You said dark chocolate and immediately it just kind of like the flavor switched. That's that real nice bitter flavor. Okay, and I'm imagining this with the chorizo waffle, because that's what he was saying was probably the best pairing to put like the chorizo waffle if you wanted a cocktail and a waffle. And I'm sad I'm having it now and not earlier.
So everybody, that was the Mockingbird Lounge. Make sure you come and check it out because it is super tasty. What'd you think, guys?
Oh, it was
so good.
Oh my god. Also, I just noticed the fan blades are made of wood.
So make sure you come and check this place out. It's in Kansas City, Kansas, with a great view of the Kansas City skyline. If you haven't already, please subscribe to us here on YouTube. Hit the bell icon down below to get up-to-date updates every time we come out with an episode every weekend. Like our page on Facebook, follow us on Instagram.
We are also found on
Patreon.
It is my absolute favorite platform ever for creators and createes. Viewers
that works.
like you guys, because you get to get involved in our process and we get to get involved with you guys. You get stuff like cool behind the scenes content, you get early access to episodes. Go check it out, there's some cool things waiting for you.
So that is it for this episode, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time,
Chill out
and feast.